All right, now this is my fun part. This is what I find very relaxing. We are going to be coloring in all of these half moons or ladybugs. So pick one to start with. What I do is I color in by doing an outline on the inner part and work my way into the middle. So what you want to do is very lightly on your pen color in all the white areas so it's completely dark. Just like that. Now we do the second one and do the same thing. Do an outline first, then color it in until you get it all the way around. This is my favorite part because I love to color. Did you ever like to color when you were a child? Did you ever get coloring books and sit and color all day with the crayons? Go to the store and get the biggest box of crayons you can find and go home and color and have fun. I did. I enjoyed it. Okay, so let's keep on doing it. We're going to color it all in. I feel like I sound like Bob Ross here. Happy times. Is that what he used to say? Happy colors or something like that. I'm another Bob Ross. Go figure. Okay. We're going to follow all the way around. So I hope you all had a good day today. And if you didn't, then you're doing the right thing right now by doing this class. Because after you finish this class, you're going to feel better. And maybe you want to take a hot or cold, whatever you choose, bath or shower. And then get to bed. Oh, you're all ready. Okay. Now, I don't know what the weather is like around you right now while you're watching it, whenever you're watching it, whatever time of the day or year or month. But today, here in the Northeast, it is hot. It is 95, or at least it feels like it. And I just came back from walking my dog. Oh boy, it was hot, but she did what she needed to do and wanted to go right back in because she doesn't like the heat either. I don't know about you, but I've got a dog who is very, very, oh, let's put it, she's sassy. She's 12 years old and she's got a mind of her own, and she knows what she likes and what she doesn't like. She does not like the cold weather and she refuses to go out in the snow. I have to pick her up and carry her to where I know that she will do her thing, her favorite spot. We call it her favorite poop spot. And I put her down on the ground and I say, poop. She looks at me funny and then she poops. Don't tell me these dogs don't understand. They're smart. Because you know, if I don't do that, she finds a place in the house to do it because that's how stubborn she is. So I show her that I'm smarter than her. She doesn't control this house. I do. So that's about me and my little old dog. She's 12 years old. Okay, so we're still coloring. See, when you're relaxing, you can color and you can talk about anything. You can think about things. You can even, if you have like a project that you're working on, either at work or a personal project, while you're coloring, you're thinking about it. Maybe you come up with a solution. You know why? Because you're letting go. You're letting out the stress of your day and making room to make decisions in your brain. You're clearing your brain out by doing this. You know what they say, you make your best decisions while you're in the shower? Well, it's kind of like that. And you know, while I was talking, I don't know about you, but I'm all done. You see? At least on the inner circle. You might want to go over if you see any white spots. You can always fix it later too if you want to. Any spots that you didn't do it perfectly. Make sure that you're holding your pen comfortably. Your hand is resting comfortably on the table. You have good support. And you're not holding it too tight, so you're relaxed. All right, I think that's done. So let's now color the tail in, okay? So let's start at this one. We're going to outline it first and then go all the way around. Now, I'm not speeding this up because I want you to see every detail, because this, like I said, is the basic class. And you need to know every little detail in the beginning so that you will learn how to do even harder tangles, because the basics are what is important. So you're coloring them in nice and dark within the line, and if you go out of it, don't worry, that can be covered up with that could be covered up later on. Remember, there are no mistakes in Zentangles, only happy beginnings or happy endings, whatever way you want to look at it. And we're almost done. I've got 2 more. Well, if you're not, then take your time. You can turn the video off and just finish doing all of them, and then go back on to do the next video with me, okay? Whatever you want to do. But I'm going to show you it all now, so you'll know what you're doing. So that's it. It should look like this, okay? So we're done with this video. We're going to start the second video shortly. See you then. Alright students, we are back at our next portion of our training. Now, I realized when I looked back on the other videos, I wasn't centered on, so you were able to see what I was doing, but you didn't see the whole square on one picture. You know what? I'm learning also. That's all part of a learning process. I do believe that you saw it all. You know what to have to do. And I'm going to leave it the way it is because I have a point that we're not going to all be perfect. That's the point. And if we're going to be working on being a perfection, it's just going to make you crazy. It's not worth it. I realized that you saw enough of it, and then I went ahead and played with it after the video was over, and I think I've got a better video now that you can see the whole thing. So let's continue. And this is the hardest part anyway, so I wanted to make sure you saw this. So what we're going to start to do now is what we call in the Zentangle world aura, A-U-R-A, which basically means we're going to outline our tangle design. So I'm going to start, I'm more comfortable starting from my left to my right on the bottom. You do it whatever way you want to, but this is the way I do it. So we're going to start a line as close as you want to get and end it. And then start it and aura all the way around that half moon and then end it. And keep on going all the way around and turn your tile while you're doing it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just get it the best way you can and it looks perfect to you. That's all that counts. Get rid of that inner critic. I finally got rid of my inner critic because it was driving me crazy. You know what? I am not going to be as good. We're all not going to be perfect. We're all not going to be a perfect artist. We're going to be an artist in the way we want to be artists. We're happy with it. That's all that counts. I'm sorry, that's how I feel. Because I am tired of that inner critic telling me what I'm doing wrong all the time. That's the whole purpose of Zentangles. Get rid of that. Just do it. Happy beginnings, remember. So we finished our first aura. We're going to continue on. So we're going to pick up here and then do a next row. And we're going to go over and over and over again. We're just going to do the big circle first. We'll worry about the second one after this. And we're just going to do an aura all the way around. Keep on going. One might be a little bit bigger than the others. You know what? It happens. But it's not going to change the design at all. Yours is going to be beautiful. All of ours is going to be beautiful. You see what we're doing? We're just creating auras after auras. And if you guessed it, then you're right. We're going to meet at the middle eventually. That's what we're going to do. That's what this whole tangle is. It's called a crescent moon. And you just... Now you're going to run out of space a little bit, so just pick up where you can and continue going. Okay? Now, if you choose to, and if you're comfortable, you can go continuous lines like I'm doing right now. If you want to do that, you can, or you can continue doing it individual lines. It's up to you. So, I hope you have some music on the background. See what I did? I just ended it there. And I started it back here. And I started here again. If you notice, they're not all straight. You see, there's a little sharp here and a little edge there. It's okay. It's not going to make any difference. Just wait till you see the end of this. This is going to be neat. You're going to love it. And then you're going to want to learn another one. See, I'm going to squeeze a little one right there. So we have no more room. So I'm going to create just going to keep on going and squeeze it in as we can until we run out of room there. And then we just keep on going until we run out of room again. We'll keep on going around and around and around. You getting dizzy yet? No. Well, you shouldn't be because you're turning your tile. You're not turning your head. So you should not be getting dizzy. All right. So I was saying before, you might want to put some music on. Well, your favorite music. It's relaxing. Okay. Maybe when I edit the video later, maybe I'll add music to it, and then when you have it now you'll be having it at that point, and you'll be hearing some music in the background, just simple quiet music, just to help you relax. Now you see, I made a little mistake there. See what I did? I started my line over there. That's fine, don't worry about it. I'm always making mistakes. I got over it, like I said. I can't worry about these little mistakes because I know I'm not perfect. Life is too short to worry about the little things. I know that for a fact, believe me. That's why I teach art to heal your art. Excuse me. I teach art to heal your heart. You know what? Sometimes I just can't get those words out right. Okay. I teach art to heal your heart. There you go. And I do that because I had a tough life. And if you saw my introduction, you know I gave you an introduction about me and my life, and you understand what I've been through. It was tough, yeah. It was tough, but I made it through it. You know, my husband just came home, and the dog was sitting under my table. Well, goodbye, dog. She saw her daddy, and she went to her daddy. All right, so we're at the very bottom. So let's just fill in as we can, and let's leave a little area. You can do this if you want. A little square right at the middle, or diamond, I mean. Okay? So you finished all your auras there. So let's do the auras on the tail of the fish. And I'm going to start here. And you do the same thing like you did on the body of the fish. Just do your auras all the way around. All right, so let's squeeze it in a little bit there because, you know, your tail might be smaller. So you're not going to have as much room. So you're just going to do smaller auras. And squeeze them in as you can. Just squeeze them in as you can. Sometimes I just keep on going without picking my pen up. You know why? Because I'm in a hurry. And I've had enough of it. Yeah, so you just want to get like a center like that. And there you are. There is your crescent moon on a fish. So we're going to do the shading next on our next video. So see you then. Bye. All right, guys, we're back. Now we are going to start with our first tangle. Yay. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just being silly. This tangle is called a crescent moon. And it's got a few names to it. It could be a ladybug design, but I'll show you why. Okay, you could start wherever you want, but I'm going to start right here at the end of the tail and work myself around this circle only, okay, inside the circle. And you're going to use your pen. Now, I'm using the Micron R1, and if you want to use that, fine, the O1 pen, or if you want to use the O5, that's okay too. So what you're going to do is you're going to make half moons all the way around, just like that. And then you're going to create another one, not quite touching, but close enough, around about the same size. If you're off a little bit, that's okay. All the way around this one inner circle of your fish. Okay, all the way around. You can see some of mine are a little bit bigger, some are a little bit longer. No big deal. All the way around. And until you get to the end. And you don't have any more room to go. Now you might want to fit one more right there. There you go. You see? You've got the half moons or your ladybugs, whatever you want to call them, all the way around the inner circle of the big circle. So, okay, while we're still here, let's finish our crescent moons. And let's do it on the tail, too. And we're going to do it separately inside the tail. So we're going to start from here. There's one moon. Little space. Create another moon. Let's squeeze another one in right here. Okay. Then you turn your tile around to where you're comfortable. And you go in around there. You go in around there. And we can do one more on this end. And then we go on the other side of the tail and we do one more. Let's squeeze 2 in, okay? Depending on what size yours is. So that's how it should be looking on your end, or close to it. You've got little ladybug or half moons, crescent moons, all the way around the interior of the big circle, and then all the way around the interior of the tail. That is it. Off to this third video. See you then. Alright guys, we're back. Now we are going to start with our first tangle. Yay! Okay, don't mind me, I'm just being silly. This tangle is called a crescent moon. And it's got a few names to it. It could be a ladybug design, but I'll show you why. Okay, you could start wherever you want, but I'm going to start right here at the end of the tail and work myself around this circle only, okay, inside the circle. And you're going to use your pen. Now, I'm using the Micron R1, and if you want to use that, fine, the O1 pen, or if you want to use the O5, that's okay too. So what you're going to do is you're going to make half moons all the way around, just like that. And then you're going to create another one, not quite touching, but close enough, around about the same size. If you're off a little bit, that's okay. All the way around this one inner circle of your fish. Okay, all the way around. You can see some of mine are a little bit bigger, some are a little bit longer. No big deal. All the way around. And until you get to the end. And you don't have any more room to go. Now you might want to fit one more right there. There you go. You see? You've got the half moons or your ladybugs, whatever you want to call them, all the way around the inner circle of the big circle. So, okay, while we're still here, let's finish our crescent moons. And let's do it on the tail, too. And we're going to do it separately inside the tail. So we're going to start from here. There's one moon. Little space. Create another moon. Let's squeeze another one in right here. Okay. Then you turn your tile around to where you're comfortable. And you go in around there. You go in around there. And we can do one more on this end. And then we go on the other side of the tail. And we do one more. Let's squeeze 2 in, okay? Depending on what size yours is. So that's how it should be looking on your end, or close to it. You've got little ladybug or half moons, crescent moons, all the way around the interior of the big circle, and then all the way around the interior of the tail. That is it. Off to this third video. See you then.